Only so many pact bearers yet remain. Just look what your ego has come to attain. You used to be empty, just filler and fluff. But don't get to thinking it's nearly enough. Before you take on the pact bearer of greed, I'll grant one last chance to revise your creed. Desires are what shape your ego, they say. So answer my questions and do not delay. How would you feel if your darling pet cat chose somebody else over you just like that? Question 2. 2 of your friends ask you to hang out. Which do you think is the better route? The one you find carnally attractive? Or the one who is fun and proactive? Question 3. What would you do with this fact you uncover? Your friend has been secretly meeting your lover. Question 4. Would you ever borrow a demon's might to achieve your goals at the cost of what's right? Question 5. If a video of someone feasting were shown, would you wish you had some of your own? Question 6. Would you get angry if your friend took your phone and made your icon something you would bemoan? Question 7. You're in your first match of a round-robin tourney. How will you prevent an early end to your journey? Question 8. At your friend's house, their mom makes you far too much food. Do you eat every bit so as not to be rude? Question 9. Would you train your strengths in lieu of your flaws, or compensate for them with effort and cause? Question 10. Would you call yourself a reliable soul, the kind who would thrive in a leadership role? Question 11. Would you press a button that wiped out your life if it let you start over without any strife? Question 12. Have you ever had the intrusive thought that the popular kid should die and rot? Question 13. If a teacher was scolding your friend, would you defend them to the end? Question 14. Do you start a task but get so fixated that your sleeping schedule is devastated? Question 15. How would you react to a verbal assault over something that wasn't even your fault? Question 16. Could you hear someone's story with a willing ear if the ending were painfully, obviously clear? Question 17. Are you so firm in your own sense of right that you censure all in your line of sight? Question 18. Your close pal's girlfriend admits she likes you, and as it turns out, you fancied her too. Do you take the girl away from your friend, knowing their heart it would surely rend? Question 19. How do you feel when you see a stranger get wrapped up in social media danger? Question 20. During a club or committee affair, would you try harder if your crush was there? Question 21. The person who was your rock in life has died. How do you react to this sudden blindside? Question 22. You and your partner have dated for years, but the spark is gone and you're bored to tears. You're asked on a date by someone appealing. Do you engage in this unfaithful freewheeling? Question 23. Do you hate when your friends steal the show with their boasting and braggadocio? Question 24. You've broken something important to you, but repairing it costs a small fortune or two. You could just replace it at reasonable cost. Do you go and repair it, or leave it for lost? Question 25. Have you ever gotten so mad at a game that you toss the controller, fury aflame? Question 26. You're hungry in the dead of night. Do you get up and have a bite? Question 27. You're in a group project that's going awry. Do you think all the rest are the reason why? That perhaps they should have asked you for help, or that things would be fine if you did it yourself? Question 28. If you devoted yourself to live streaming fame, could you get 1 million subscribers to your name? Question 29. How would you feel if your friend got a job and their salary made you look like a slob? Question 30. Say you scored 99 points on a test. Would you feel happy, perhaps even blessed? Or would you be filled with deep dejection, being a point away from perfection? Question 31. Your best friend is solely to whom you confide, an embarrassing secret you're trying to hide. What do you do when the whole class finds out, which your friend claims to know nothing about? It seems your desires are still rather faint. You've limited them under much self-restraint. Your ego is formed by confronting desire. Perhaps letting loose more will help fan that fire. Have you noticed that some of the questions composed had no desires in the way they were posed? The questions in question were intended to scope your spiritual kinship with faith, love, and hope. Desires can make one feel greatly empowered, but so too can one become wholly devoured. Should you use them to bolster your faith and your hope, they can turn out quite useful and broaden your scope. But be it for yourself or a person or thing, a hope without love will do nothing but sting. Your hope, faith, and love are exceedingly low. You hold nothing dear, and you live as you go. At times it may seem that you seek your own ruin, though indulging in pleasure is only human. But when you do have something to cherish, keep your desires at bay, lest it perish. Of these 7 cards, pick one to pursue, and I will increase that desire for you.